What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. This is a walkthrough on the high-level remote sales starter kit. This is a quick presentation that I put together that I'm going to run through. I will have it linked though, so if you want to go through it more in depth, of course you can. But it's just going to cover everything that you're going to see in this module and how to go from whether you have no experience or you have some experience, everything that you're really going to need to be able to leverage all of your assets, put them on papers, put them in a video, and be able to apply those to these jobs and land a remote sales role. Whether you're a setter or a closer, looking to make 1K, 2K, 3K to 10K, or you're trying to do it full time or on the side, this will be able to get you there and it will at least be your entry point. So without further ado, an overview of what you're going to get in here is a clear target role. So again, whether you're a setter or a closer, you're going to be able to identify which one are you and what do you need to apply for. A loom that sells you, so that 2 to 3 minute video of you talking about your experience, you selling yourself that you're going to be able to apply with, as well as a resume. But a loom's definitely better because they can hear how you articulate and beforehand, which with a sales role is extremely important. That's what they're looking for. So a loom is always an upper hand when applying for these jobs. The realistic earnings plan. So I also have a compensation calculator you can put in based on show rate, close rate, how much money they're spending on ads. You can determine what your potential earning looks like, your compensation calculator, so what your potential earning ability is for that sales role, which is really good because if you're jumping into one that is not going to have high earning potential and you're expecting high earning potential, then it's not going to work, right? Daily consistency system. So I've also got a module on here on just staying consistent, how to hold yourself accountable, minimum pro standards for really sales teams as well. So I've got a module in here that's going to go over the requirements for staying engaged and staying active every single day and what people are going to expect from a sales member. And then core objection frameworks, got I think it's about a 40-minute masterclass on just objection handling frameworks. So that's a high level of what you're going to get in this module. Now, how to use this module, again, what we're going to want to do is create that Loom video. We're going to apply for the jobs, run the calculator to find out, hey, what can these jobs actually yield me, or learn the standards of a good and coachable salesperson, and then study the objections that when you get on, you can actually close and you can make money with the role. Because again, remember, if you get placed or you actually land a good job, it doesn't matter if you don't have the sales acumen. So it's really important that you're studying the objection handling architecture. That way you understand going into these roles exactly what it's going to take to be able to close, because your earning potential is directly tied to your sales ability. So you're going to want to invest heavily in your sales ability because you could even take a job that has a lower earning potential and blow it up, right? When maybe someone else couldn't have, because your sales experience and your sales ability is that much more advanced. So first step here, you're going to want to create your loom. Keep it under 3 minutes. Don't sound like a script. You definitely want to sound like a human, and you want to do this before everything else. Because again, before you apply to any jobs, you want to have this loom video done selling yourself, because that's what you have, right? All you have is yourself. So sell yourself. And then the high ticket closing job board. Again, we got a premium job board as well, but even the free one has some great opportunities on this. Again, you're going to want to apply for everything. Make sure you're doing consistent follow-up. People that just apply and don't do follow-up and don't get the roles always blows my mind. You have to do follow-up. Follow-up is what can land these roles. No, don't get me wrong. You can get lucky and apply and just get the gig, but for the most part, you will need to follow up, track the responses, and then just review on a weekly basis. What have you applied to? What's working? What are the response rates that you're getting? Make sure you're applying to a jobs that you think you could somewhat engage with, whatever the product or service is. And yes, make sure you are taking advantage of the job board. Even the free one has great opportunities. And then the competition calculator, again, high level. This is really a calculator that's going to be able to determine, based on the close rate, the amount of bookings, the show rate, and your commission, what you're expected to earn. So there's a video step-by-step walkthrough of how to use this calculator, but it's a great asset. Make sure you use this. It's a great asset too when you're actually doing interviews with these new jobs that you're looking for. You can ask them targeted questions to be able to plug into your calculator to determine earning potential. And then just sales team standards. So expectations, communications, follow-up, really just how not to get fired, right? That's what's in here about how to excel. Not just how not to get fired, but how to really excel and be the best salesperson. Because again, that's how you're going to make the most amount of money. And whether, again, you're doing something part-time or doing something full-time, you're going to want to have these aligned. What a lot of people are looking for is they're looking for someone that has the sales acumen and the experience and understands that you may have to book out 20 appointments on your calendar and be flexible. If one's going to close, you got to text the setter and say, hey, can you move my next appointment because I think this one's going to close and it's going to go a little bit longer. So you got to be able to adapt, got to be able to move fast. That's a key component of this. So I really want to make sure that we set the standard and you guys understand that going into this, because that's really going to help you get set up for success. Then, of course, the objection handling, so you can understand real objections, acknowledge them before they arise. That's the big thing. Ask before you answer, and then practice the pattern, not the line. Because again, the line will always change, but at the end of the day, fundamentally, you just want to make sure you have a really strong discovery phase, and that's really your first phase out of your entire sales call. If you're doing hour call closes, that first usually 10 to 20 minutes of discovery, and in discovery, you're getting all the information you need that by the time you get to your close after your pitch and you do the objection handling, you can squash everything they come up with and you can get a commitment. So this is extremely important. We definitely watch this module over and over again. Of course, I'm available in the community for any additional questions, as well as I do provide one-on-one coaching and support. So feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in that as well. And then the personal habit tracker. So this is really just core for a salesperson, making sure that you're going to the gym or just you're taking care of yourself, you're eating healthy, things like this, and you're doing it daily. Again, most people are going to quit. I found these stats within 3 days. It takes 21 days to build a habit. Those are the things that you have to stay consistent with. If you jump into this thinking, hey, I'm just going to knock this out super quick, I'll make an extra $5,000 on the side, and that'll be it. That's not the case. You do really have to be dialed. Make sure, like I said, that your diet's dialed, your sleep is dialed, you're getting necessary exercise, you're taking time for yourself. All of these things are going to keep you dialed on sales calls. So it's really important to have a personal habit tracker, and it's something that I would definitely advise that you do on a daily basis. It's nothing big. You realize when you get in there, it's very simple things, but it makes a big difference. It's the smallest things combined that have the synergies for the biggest outcome or biggest change. And this really goes to show that. And then, of course, the goal is to get position. So it's one outcome, and it's just to get position. Get position, get opportunities, get better fast. That's really it. We'll have some people in the community that have multiple positions, multiple offers that they're closing on. That works great too, because even if you get on 2 that have lower earning potential, but you stack them out, you sync your calendars, you can still make 10K a month pretty easy doing that. So at the end of the day, it's really just to get you positioned. But again, this is the step-by-step guide on how to at least get started. If you guys have any questions, want to go more in depth, or look at the premium job board, or interested in some one-on-one coaching, or interested in even myself placing you or my team placing you, feel free to reach out. Those are things we offer as well. But again, this is everything that you need to get started, get in the space, break the 9 to 5, and start earning on the side, or replace your 9 to 5 in total. Appreciate you guys. Look forward to hearing your thoughts in the community, and look forward to staying in touch. Thank you.